Brooklyn bloodlines. Bambi Palermo, daughter of Frankie Palermo, the Brooklyn boss who got clipped outside a candy store. She saw it happen, the moment the light went out of her father's eyes, the night she stopped being a kid. That scar never left her. She grew under the wing of her godfather, Giovanni Goku D'Angelo, taking lessons meant for soldiers, not daughters. Her brother Nick, he tried to protect her, but Bambi didn't need a shield. She was learning to fight her own wars. Her blood tied her to Kansas City early. That's where she met Christian Zintelli, older, dangerous, a devil in silk who branded her soul before she knew what it meant. Zintelli was her first love, her first poison, and her oldest ghost. But Bambi played a double life. To the streets, she was Frankie's daughter. To the bureau, she was an undercover agent. Down in Mexico, she ran ops with David Lopez, posing as man and wife in cartel country. It was supposed to be pretend. It wasn't. The line blurred, and when the mission ended, nothing between them was the same. And through it all, there was Uncle Mikey, the Hammer Palermo, Frankie's brother, the last of the old school enforcers. A man who never missed when it mattered. For years, Mikey kept to the shadows, retired but never gone. When Bambi started making moves, when Zintelli's name came creeping back and Rizzo started flexing his rackets, Mikey stepped out of the dark. He was muscle, mentor, and a reminder. The Palermos don't bow, they hit back. Bambi Palermo's motivation ain't greed or fame. It's survival. It's legacy. It's the promise she made on that bloody sidewalk. The name Palermo would never die easy. Brooklyn Bloodlines, Season 2, coming soon.
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
This is Dark Secrets, the hidden side of the Warrens. In a small house in Monroe, Connecticut, behind unmarked doors, lies a collection of objects that have haunted the public imagination for decades. To believers, these are relics of spiritual warfare. To skeptics, they are props in a lifetime of storytelling. Ed and Lorraine Warren called them tools in their mission. But what if some of those tools hid darker secrets? Over half a century, Ed and Lorraine Warren built their reputation as America's most famous paranormal investigators. The duo claimed to battle demons, restore peace to tormented families, and pierce the veils between this world and the next. Their name became synonymous with hauntings, demonic possession, and macabre investigations. Their cases fueled blockbuster horror films, The Conjuring universe, Annabelle, The Devil Made Me Do It. But what if behind the public legend lay stories of manipulation, exaggeration, broken families, and unproven claims? In this video, we peel back the facade. We follow the Warrens' rise, then examine the cracks. The accusations, the contradictions, the lawsuits, and the questions no one wants to ask. What did they try to hide, and why? This is Dark Secrets, the hidden side of the Warrens. The rise of the Warrens. Edward Warren Miney was born in 1926 in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Lorraine Rita Moran followed in 1927. After World War II, they married in 1945. Early on, they navigated ordinary life while cultivating interests in mysticism, psychic phenomena, and Catholic spiritualism. Lorraine claimed the gift of clairvoyance and light trance mediumship. Ed embraced demonology and Catholic exorcism. In 1952, the pair founded the New England Society for Psychic Research, NESPOR, the institutional base from which they would launch investigations, lectures, and public claims. Over the years, they claimed to have handled thousands of cases. But the road to fame required spectacle and narrative strength. The Warrens were masters of presentation, dramatic stories, mysterious hints, artifacts, photos, ominous voices, cryptic warnings. The public ate it up. Their early cases often involved claims of ghost sightings, poltergeist activity, demonic presences. Many were small-scale, but one artifact would become legend: the Annabelle doll. In 1970, the Warren legend tells, a young nurse named Donna claimed her Raggedy Ann doll was being manipulated by a spirit. The Warrens intervened, concluding the doll housed a demonic entity seeking human hosts. They removed the doll and sealed it in a locked glass case with warnings. Over time, this became the centerpiece of their occult museum, one of their most potent symbols. But behind the legend, critics and former associates raised doubts. Some say the spirit story ballooned over time, shaped for dramatic effect. The museum itself was controversial: zoning issues, how the artifacts were stored, and control over narrative. In many interviews, the Warrens emphasize the danger of the object, but rarely show clear evidence beyond hearsay, photos of doubtful clarity, or testimonies that evolved. Skeptics argue these are emotional narratives dressed up as proof. Still, Annabelle grew into pop culture lore, spawning books, films, and decades of fearful fascination. Legendary hauntings and publicity cases. To understand what the Warrens tried to hide, we must examine their biggest claims, cases that made headlines, drove books and movies, and attracted intense scrutiny. Perron, the Conjuring House. In 1971, the Perron family moved into a farmhouse in Rhode Island. They reported strange noises, apparitions, cold spots, and malevolent supernatural presence. The Warrens claimed a witch named Bathsheba Sherman had cursed the land, sacrificed her infant child, and that her spirit lingered with malice. But historians and skeptics note little evidence for Bathsheba's alleged crimes or curses. The sources are murky, a mix of folklore, interviews done decades later, selective storytelling. Amityville. The 1975 Lutz family haunting is arguably the Warrens' most famous claim. George and Kathy Lutz asserted intense demonic phenomena in their Long Island home: levitations, slime, voices, ominous symbols. The Warrens inserted themselves into the narrative. But this story is deeply contested. Legal documents, counterclaims, and investigations suggest parts of the haunting were fabricated. Some say the Lutz story was a dramatized hoax concocted over wine and sensationalism. Ed Warren defended the story, but critics like Benjamin Radford label many claims refuted by forensics, eyewitness retractions, or contradictory evidence. Enfield poltergeist. In 1977, in North London, the Hodgson family claimed poltergeist activity: objects flying, voices, scratching, levitations. The Warrens showed up uninvited and asserted demonic possession. But the Warrens' role is widely challenged. One key investigator, Guy Lyon Playfair, said they appeared only once and sought publicity. He claimed Ed told him, "We could make a lot of money out of this case." The family and other researchers say they never invited the Warrens. The media frenzy became part of the spectacle. Snedeker, Southington, haunting in Connecticut. In the 1980s, the Snedeker family, living in a former funeral home in Southington, Connecticut, claimed terrifying supernatural forces, bodily harm, spectral penetrations, demonic voices. The Warrens accepted the case, and author Ray Garton wrote In a Dark Place with their cooperation. But Garton later retracted parts of his story. He said the family's accounts were inconsistent, influenced by substance abuse, and that the Warrens encouraged dramatization. Use what works and make the rest up. That contradiction is one of the clearest instances where the inner narrative and the published legend diverged. Smurl Case. In 1986, Jack and Janet Smurl alleged demonic activity in their Pennsylvania home. The Warrens reported 4 spirits and 1 demon. They co-authored The Haunted. Yet, skeptics like Paul Kurtz dismissed the case. The Smurls themselves later credited their religious faith and local priests, not the Warrens, for ending the disturbances. The Devil Made Me Do It, Trial and Scandal. If there's one case that epitomizes the pitfalls of the Warren legend, it's the 1981 Arne Cheyenne Johnson trial, aka The Devil Made Me Do It case. The story begins with the Glatzel family. 11-year-old David was said to be hosting demonic forces after years of supernatural disturbances. The Warrens intervened, performing a series of lesser exorcisms. Then, they claimed, the demon leaped from David into Arnie Johnson, who went on to kill his landlord, Alan Bono. The Warrens and the Glatzels insisted Johnson acted under possession. In court, Johnson's defense attempted a not guilty by demonic possession plea. The judge refused, ruling supernatural claims cannot be a legal defense. Johnson was convicted of manslaughter, 10 to 20 years, served about 5 years. This case marked the limits of the Warren narrative. They pushed the boundaries between spiritual claims and factual evidence, and invited backlash. Some in the Glatzel family later alleged the story was overblown, that psychiatric or drug explanations were more plausible. Netflix's 2023 docuseries, The Devil on Trial, revealed never-before-seen photos, audio, and family interviews. But for many skeptics, the revelations only deepened the questions. How much was real? How much narrative? Allegations, contradictions, and hidden claims. Behind the horror stories lies a web of murky claims, unverified allegations, and voices silenced or marginalized. Some of the darkest secrets are not about ghosts, but about human relationships and power. Judith Penny allegations. One of the most serious revelations, Judith Penny alleged she had a 40-year sexual relationship with Ed Warren that began when she was 15. She claimed backup from Lorraine to cover it and asserted that Ed threatened her to keep quiet. Lorraine reportedly demanded a clause in the Conjuring contract that the Warrens could not be depicted committing crimes or sex acts. The Warrens' family disputed the claims. Their daughter Judy said she never saw evidence. While no definitive legal proof has surfaced, the allegations expose the risk of unchecked power under the guise of spiritual authority. Skeptics and scientific inquiry. Over the decades, organizations such as the New England Skeptical Society and investigators like Joe Nickell and Benjamin Radford scrutinized the Warrens' evidence. They challenged blurry photos, selective testimonies, and lack of controlled scientific validation. Novella and DeAngelis, for example, spent time examining the Warrens' museum tours and materials. They described them as pleasant people, but concluded the paranormal evidence was blarney. Critics say the Warrens often started with the conclusion, demonic, ghost, and cherry-picked evidence to support it. Contradictory witness statements, family disputes, and evolving narratives all point to heavy editorial control. The Museum, Artifacts and Control of Narrative. Their occult museum in Monroe, Connecticut, housed many of their claimed haunted artifacts, including the Annabelle doll. The museum saw legal battles, zoning citations, safety violations, and limited public access. In 2025, comedian Matt Rife and YouTuber Elton Casti purchased the house and museum, promising to restore public overnight stays and reopen the artifacts to broader scrutiny. The question remains, how many stories, legends, and artifacts were curated, sanitized, or adapted for marketing rather than pure documentation? Legacy, myth, and aftermath. Ed Warren died in 2006, Lorraine in 2019. The couple left behind a complicated legacy, a mixture of spiritual hope, pop culture impact, and lingering doubt. Their name endures. The Conjuring universe now spans multiple franchises, generating billions. But that success rests on narratives they constructed, some real, some possible embellishment. Their daughter, Judy Warren, and son-in-law, Tony Spera, continued licensing the museum and artifacts. In 2025, the new owners pledged transparency. Some families once helped by the Warrens remain supportive. Others feel exploited. Some critics say their work distracted from real psychological, medical, or social issues in afflicted families. Myth or fact, their influence on paranormal culture is undeniable. Ed and Lorraine Warren shaped the public's imagination of ghosts and demons. For believers, they were saviors. For skeptics, they were showmen. And for those caught in between, they were a mirror to our deepest fears: fear of death, fear of the unseen, fear of deception. The shadows they fought may have been real, or they may have been shadows they themselves cast. We began this journey seeking hidden truths. We've uncovered sensational claims, credible doubts, and allegations that go beyond ghost stories into human darkness. But can we ever fully separate myth from fact? Perhaps not. That's the power and the danger of legend. If their secrets were about anything, it was control. Control of narrative, control of perception, control of the boundary between belief and evidence. When someone claims to battle the supernatural but refuses to subject their own claims to the harsh light of scrutiny, that's where the line blurs. So here's the final question, and I leave it with you. Which stories did Ed and Lorraine Warren want you to believe, and which did they bury? If you liked this deep dive, make sure you hit subscribe, ring the bell, and share it with anyone chasing ghost stories or hidden truths. This is the Pizzaverse, where we dig beneath the surface, even when the shadows fight back. Stay curious, stay sharp, and never believe anything just because someone says it's haunted.
You've heard of that girl? It's like she tries to be, but she's not. You seen her hair?
I seen her hair.
Wig. Look, just like how I'm dressed right now.
Girl, you look exactly like her.
Over here.
You can be her. Look, you can be her.
Look at me. I look like her.
Just say a random words. You got it. I could never.
I can never.
I will never let a dude that lie to himself come and lie to my face and believe it. I don't gotta kick it with you to know you ain't shit. Trust me, I seen it. I done got up in my bag and ain't getting out till I break and I bust out the seams. Got a little something about me. I got a team and I got me a family to feed. And I really got a bone to pick with anybody that be trying to be my competition. Start with closing your legs, then close your fist. And it just self in the face. I don't even know you hoes exist. You should focus on bread. That's what you're supposed to get. But you focus on me, so you broke as shit. All them thirst trap pics, you still broke as shit. Goddamn, could never be you, huh? Could never be you. Could never be me. No, it can never be you. Never be me, huh? It could never be you. Could never be me, huh? It could never be you. Why do you bitches love saying could never be me, but it really could never be you? You be so happy to brag that, but in fact that seems like terrible news. And apparently you really arrogant too. I'd be scared to share it, that's embarrassing you. You could never be this rich, real ass bitch, pretty as a bitch get, and I never met you. But judging by the way you spending your time, it's 11 p.m. and you hating online, and I looked at your page. What did I find? You posted your man, he doesn't reply, cause you have the memes that the hoes only post whenever they go through it with someone they love. Same time you be posting your saddies, the same time you be posting the club. Can never be you. Could never be you. Could never be you, huh? It could never be you. It could never be you, huh? It could never be you. Bitch, it could never be you, huh? It could never be you. I'm well aware that real bitches outnumbered, cause all you little clones exist. Real bitch, I can't help but wonder, why there no common sense? Cause we look similar but opposite. I don't take the time to be talking shit. I am way too busy for commenting anything that's not dope or positive. How you hate on women but dog dudes dick when the dudes you hard I do not give shits about you, your love, or your dollars spent. He want him a baddie on some model shit, cause he also got esteem problems and all the validation you offer him. Don't mean shit to him, you little box-shaped bitch, but you hating on me, that does not make sense. And you trying to be a bad bitch, but you ain't getting that a bad bitch start by being a real bitch. Real bitches ain't hating on bitches that make chips. You buy all the right things, still come off basic. It's the same type of girl that says it's not it, sis, when really it is it. It's just that you isn't, you lacking the vision. We look at shit different, cause you follow transcend, I literally transcend. But shit, it could never be you, huh? Could never be you. Could never be me. No, it can never be you. Never be me, huh? It could never be you. Could never be me, huh? It could never be you.